And let's get another check of weather with our chief meteorologist, Dan Cianca. Dan, well, I'm happy we have our reservoirs where they need to be. We're seeing greener fields, greener pastures. I'm just glad the sun is here. I had a little bit of the storm fatigue getting to me.
Yeah, I think a lot of us had that storm fatigue, but it's nice driving by San Luis Reservoir and seeing it so full. And it's interesting, a lot of people, I think, don't realize that reservoir, the water from that reservoir actually is pumped up into it. Some of it comes from the surface area above it in the hills, but most of it comes from the aqueduct that gets pumped up into it. And so it's basically just a big storage reservoir for the state. Let's take a look at some of the local reservoirs, at least that affect our water sources here around the region. Ones that have readily available data anyway. Loch Lomond, according to the website, 100.6% of capacity right now, so just a little full right now at Loch Lomond in the Santa Cruz Mountains. What about southern Monterey County, our southern lakes, even though Nacimiento is all in San Luis Obispo County, but look at Lake San Antonio, 66% of capacity. I mean, that doesn't sound like it's almost full, but I mean, that is a pretty full Lake San Antonio. I don't think I've seen that number that high over the last 10 years or so. Maybe it has, but it's not often very high. Usually it's in the low 20 to 30% range, even when we have somewhat wet years. Lake Nacimiento creeping up still, 94% of capacity. Interesting. I wonder if they'll ever build that tunnel between. I don't know if you've ever heard of that tunnel that they're trying to build between those. I know that's a controversial topic, so we'll leave it at that, but they want to build a tunnel between them to help, I guess, move the water around a bit. Interesting thoughts. What are your thoughts on it? Send us an email. We'd like to know. Let's take a look at live look from Domenico's on the wharf right now. We are looking pretty calm tonight. Skies are clear. We did get a little wind this afternoon, but the winds have really died down tonight. We're sitting under a big ridge of high pressure. It is moving on, though, moving to the east, this ridge. And beyond it, we do have a weather system. We can see it bringing rain into Oregon, up into Washington State, maybe clipping the far northern portions of California. But we're watching the system. It is going to move toward us. So this is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. You see a little green offshore, and then it just kind of fades away. Now, with that said, I think we could pick up a little drizzle from it as it passes by. We're going to catch the very end of the cold front late tomorrow night into Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning could be a little bit of moisture out there. Best chances will be around the bay, and that's about it. Probably not much inland. So I've got a little drizzle in the forecast Tuesday morning. Other than that, the trough that you see here, this big blue zone here, will kind of pass over us toward the end of the week, bringing some cooler temperatures. I mentioned some temperature swings for us. And then the air mass that comes with it will slowly warm up before a ridge of high pressure rebuilds next weekend. So it's going to send those temperatures back up. So we've got some downs. Well, a down and then an up in the forecast to look forward to. But not a lot of precipitation outside of a bit of drizzle. In the meantime, Futurecast is showing mostly clear skies. And again, I think by tomorrow morning we'll still be clear. With that said, we'll have a few low clouds trying to make their approach on the coast. Once it starts to heat up inland tomorrow, we'll start that daily sea breeze action and we'll begin to pull on that coastal marine layer. We'll see some of those clouds begin to pull toward the coast, and eventually tomorrow evening they'll come into the valleys like we would expect during the summertime months. So also aiding in that is that approaching system, which will deepen our marine layer and cause that layer to expand. So again, all of that said, I think we could see a little drizzle late tomorrow night into early Tuesday morning as that front passes by. Behind it, the winds are going to pick up, and we are going to experience some wind over the next couple of days. At the moment, it doesn't look too extreme, but it could get kind of gusty Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons. In the meantime, we're kind of going to go through a transition day tomorrow where it will still be warm in many areas, but cooling down a bit. 70s in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Santa Cruz at 70 tomorrow, still nice and warm. Even 60s up in Bonnie Doon tomorrow afternoon. On the east shore of the bay, we're going to stick in the 60s for the most part. 64 Marina and Watsonville close to 70. Same in Salinas tomorrow. Upper 70s as we head into Hollister, Gilroy in the mid 70s tomorrow. I should say vice versa. Upper 70s in Gilroy, mid 70s in Hollister tomorrow. Low 60s on the peninsula, a couple of degrees cooler than today. Again, you have a chance of a few low clouds and a little stronger onshore breeze in the afternoon, which will likely keep you a little bit cooler in places like Pacific Grove. And then farther south, we'll see highs in the 70s and maybe still the 80s. In fact, I think Bradley might actually be warmer tomorrow because the overall air mass in the south is just a touch warmer, even though we'll have a little bit cooler weather on the coast. So let's look at that 7-day forecast now, and you will see that we have a system passing by late tomorrow night into Tuesday. As that does so, we'll have a little bit of drizzle and then windy conditions set up for the next several days, and highs go back below normal for this time of year for several days. Our lows will be a little chilly as well as we head through midweek, but those temperatures will climb back up next weekend, and under mostly sunny skies, I think we'll get back to above normal Sunday for sure. Maybe we'll have to warm up Saturday too. We'll take a look at that in the forecast in the coming days. Inland areas also cooling in the next several days. You're likely not to see any drizzle tomorrow, or I should say Tuesday. But you can expect mostly clear skies, windy conditions on Tuesday and Wednesday. And after bottoming out Wednesday with highs about 10 degrees below normal, by the time we get to the weekend, it looks like they'll be back above, Anna.